Hi everybody, this is Tina, and today what I'm going to show you is how to get started with your Pantovision. And this video is for people who have just gotten their Pantovision with their Innova and they can't wait to get started. I know I was like that. Unfortunately I had to wait for a lightning storm to pass before I could even turn the computer on. So let's get started. When you get your tablet and you turn it on, this should be the screen that comes up. All right, and what you need to check right here in this left-hand corner is that you have the correct version, which is 1.08. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to enter our Pantovision, and the reason why I stress making sure that you have the correct version is because you will not have all these icons at the top of your screen if you have an earlier version. Okay, so double check. If you don't have the correct version, contact ABM Innova or go to their website and they can help you download the correct version. So let's get started. We have on our right side our pattern pad. Now when you first turn on your machine and you've never done a quilt before, you probably won't have a grid. I have a grid because of my last project I worked on. So let's go ahead and go into File. Right here, we're going to open up New Project. And it's going to ask us for the size of our quilt. Now, if you just have a quilt sandwich on, don't worry. Go ahead, measure the width, and you can go from there. If this is your first quilt and you want to go ahead and do pantographs on it, my advice, make sure that you measure the length of your quilt before you put it on the rollers. I can't stress that enough. You do not want to have to unroll it to know what the length is. So measure it before. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to make a really easy quilt here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this quilt 50 by 50. All right, so you're going to go ahead and put your measurements in, hit accept. It's going to bring your quilt grid right there on the screen for you to fill out with your designs. Oh wait, we don't have any designs. Let's go get some designs, all right? So we're going to go back into File. We're going to go to Pattern Pad. And your Pantovision comes with preloaded designs. So that makes it even easier to just get started, all right? So let's go ahead and we'll do this one. It's a circle meander. I'm going to double tap that. It's going to put it in the pattern pad for me. I'm going to go ahead and hit done. There it is on my pattern pad. I can double tap. It's going to bring it right there. Wherever your quilt head is, it will bring it to your crosshair or your dot, whichever one that you have on there. Now, when I click on it, it's going to turn a dark green. I will move it over here to the left-hand side, and as you can see, it's got the little start arrow right there. I want to copy this, so right here, I'm going to hit copy. It's going to bring in another one for me. I will do the same. I will go ahead, and I'm not going to be lining it all up. If it's going to be your first quilt, you can use your arrows to move it in or bring it down to get it lined up perfectly. Let's go ahead and bring another one in, just like that. We'll bring that one in, and we're going to do one more. That should get us right across the edge here. All right, so there we have it. We've got our pattern. It goes over a little edge, but that's okay. What I want to do right now is I want to group all these together, and we're going to start with the first one. and we're going to hit our group icon, which is right here. It'll say select the patterns to be grouped, then touch accept. I've got the first one. I want the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and hit accept. Now when I hit this, it will highlight them all. I can go ahead and use my arrow to move it over more or bring it up like this. And as you can see, when I was putting the pattern on it, I kind of made it crooked. But that's okay for now because this is just practice, okay? So I've got my start arrow right here, and I am just eager to sew, and I want to get going. So what you're going to do is you will home your quilt to the, you will home the sew head to your corner of your quilt. So you're going to move your sew head to the right hand corner of your quilt, the very corner. You will go ahead and hit the home button, and that will bring your crosshair and match it up to the corner of your quilt. That way, when you hit running view, you can go ahead and move your sew head, and your dot will follow with it right there so that you can start quilting. I'll show you if I hit running view right now. Here's my quilt down here. Okay, you can see it here. This is where the corner of my quilt is. So I will go ahead and zoom out so you can see there is my design. All right. Now, if you were going to start from the right hand side, you could do that too. And then just move your, go ahead and move the head of your quilt machine on down. I can't move mine because I'm hitting the railing. So that's all you have to do. All right. And then we can take it back to full view. And there's my design. Now, once you do a design, what I always try and do is save it. If you're not going to finish it or anything like that. But since this is just practice, we're going to show you up here. Just go ahead and save your design, and it'll say save right here. You want to save project, not pattern file. You want to save project. There you go, and it will bring up your save project screen. You can go ahead and type in the name of your project or just keep using new and going over them. It's up to you on how you want to save it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit save just like that. All right. It's going to bring me back to the screen. That's pretty much how you get started. Okay. Now to get a second row, I can go ahead, and since this is highlighted, if I hit copy, it'll bring up a second row right next to it. And I can go ahead and bring that down and bring it on in here. All right. So go ahead and play with your Pantovision. My philosophy is practice, practice, practice that Pantovision. You will get to know it much better. If you would, please like or comment on my videos so I can get some feedback. And the rest of the videos I have will go into detail on what these icons are for and how to use them. And have fun, all right? It's not that frustrating. You can do it. So go ahead and quilt those quilts. Thank you and have a great day.